This album is so perfect to store your pictures from your travels because it has images, images from trains, not. Hi everyone, it's Leah here. I'm so proud of myself. It's been I think it's been 1 month since I put my last YouTube video up, and I'm so proud because usually it takes me 3 months to make YouTube project, but now only 1 month. Yay! This was my New Year's resolution. I'm so bad with YouTube crafting, so I promised myself that this year I will be doing one YouTube video per month, but maybe 2. So between 1 and 2. That's something new. But only by the time when it gets warmer here in Norway. When it's warm, probably I will be gone. No more videos, no Leah, nothing. Project for today is it's very easy. Again, I listened to you and I made quick and easy project again. This one is this time a little bit in bigger size. The last one was 6x6 and this one is 8x8. It turned out so beautiful, really. And I used Stamperia Voyages Fantastiques pads. I used 2 pads. One is 22 pad and the other one is 10 paper pad. But I combined and mixed all these papers to create this album. And then also you will be left, if you follow this tutorial and if you get, of course, there's also a tutorial available in my Etsy store if you would like to follow instructions on how to make this album. About pads, like I said before, I mixed 2 pads and they're like almost all the papers are the same in both pads. Only difference is they are not the same patterns because they are double-sided, so they're not the same patterns on both sides. So this is very tricky. So if you create this, you will need to have. If you want to create it with the same paper, so you will need 2 pads. Oh yeah, and then you have like ephemera cards, and in 10-inch. God, what I'm talking. 10-page pad. How you say it? Okay, in paper pad with 10 papers. Ephemera cards are double-sided. So you have on one side you have images and on the other side is blank that you can journal or you can put your photo on that ephemera card. And on the other in the other pad with 22 papers, you have ephemera cards with images, and then on the other side is pattern paper. So I hope you understand me because this is not my language and it's so hard to explain, but I hope you know what I'm talking about. Like quickly, see, here is image and then on the other side is ephemera card without image, so you can use it for journal. That's how it looks in a pad with 10 papers. Okay, and the next project that I'm gonna make, it will be another quick and easy tutorial with a smaller album, and I will use the scraps that are left from making this album. Around 20 papers are left, so just to let you know. So now you can decide, or you're gonna buy only one pad, but you're gonna be left with around 20 papers, and I'm gonna make quick project and I'm gonna post. If you're gonna follow this tutorial, then don't worry because I'm gonna make another project and you're gonna use all the papers. And now I'm gonna walk you through this album. Before I forgot to tell you about the size of this album, it's 8x8. Actually, inner pages are 8 by 8 and covers are 8 1/4 by 8 1/4. The whole album is covered with book cloth, and that makes the look of your albums will be, I mean, the look of the album looks more professional when covered with a book cloth, and also the gusset between the spine and a cover will not break. When covered with papers, they break. Believe me, over time, I mean, if you don't have that experience yet, but you will see over time it's gonna break, and this is not, it's not gonna look great, especially if you are making the album for somebody else. So, and also papers adhere very well to a book cloth. Okay, so for my front cover, I created 2 frames, and this image here that you see, I cut out from paper with 6 by 6 images. I mean, like I told you before, they're less than 6 by 6. So, and here I cut out a frame, and then I put it on a top frame, and this image I put on just on the cover, and look, it makes such a beautiful a 3D image. And down here there is another little frame, and this travel letters are from Prima, and they coordinate very well with the papers. And here is these nails are also from Prima. And here on the spine you can see this image. I cut out this image from middle section from one of those 6 by 6 papers. Just go through the papers and you will see this image, and look at this, it's so beautiful with Eiffel Tower here at the bottom, and look at this balloon with the clock, and up here also those metal embellishments from Prima. And now I'm gonna walk you through the inside of the album. Look at these beautiful papers, oh my god. And here for the inside front cover, I didn't do any flaps or pockets. I just covered the cover with papers, and here you see this tags, and you can journal on this tag, or you can just place small photo, and here also whatever you want to do, or you want to journal or place photo. And here you see this saying, this is cut out from the paper. Just be very careful how you cut your papers. And here you can tuck your photo behind this, and also here at the bottom. Okay, page 1. This is a tag or ephemera card attached on a pocket, and here in the pocket is this photo mat, and the flap, I mean this pocket is attached on a flap, and on the inside of the flap you have another tag, and here is this frame, and you place your photo in the middle of the frame. And these frames might take you a little bit longer, otherwise the album is very easy to make, and it also, you can make it very quickly. It's only this frames that's gonna take some time, but if you don't want to do frames, you can do something else. So, and here, down here is also saying from the paper that I cut out, and here on this side is another flap. Oh, and this image here is also from the same paper that I cut out this dream saying, and this flap opens, and here, and this paper is also 6 by 6, a little bit, I think it's 5 3/4 by 5 3/4, and you just cut it out. You just cut it out from the paper. Okay, and and there is also one option that you can have. Here you see this bottom mat and upper pocket, they're not adhered all the way down. You can adhere them together if you want to, but if you want to, you can have your photo tucked between both of them, and it gives you one more space for your photograph. This is page 1. What I said before, how this album is perfect for storing your pictures from travels. These days, all you hear, like people traveling, and on social media is full of like pictures, what they eat, where they go, and you feel like, for all of you that don't travel that much, and if you feel you are missing on something, don't worry, because you know what, life itself can be a great journey. So maybe people that travel are not as happy as you are, or somebody who doesn't travel. So don't worry, you can store everyday pictures in this album, because like I told you, life itself can be a great journey. And next page, look at that beautiful train. So here is another ephemera card, and this is also ephemera card in smaller version for journaling or photograph. And all these things are attached on this flap and on bottom photo mat. And here on the inside you can see again this frame is adhered on a mat. And inside is another flap, and from the inside is attached another photo mat. And here, and this is also the paper from 6x6. It's 6x6 paper. On this page, I didn't pay attention when I cut out this small card, that these cards are the same, like train, and this here is train. But at the end I liked it. But if you don't like it, just change this, or you can change the other card if you want to. But if you like trains on both sides, it's fine. It's fine with me. It has to be. So here is another card. You can journal, or you can use it as a frame for your photograph, and just place your photograph here in the middle. And then we have here double flap that opens to this side and to this side. And here is, and this cardstock represents your photograph. And then this double flap opens, and then you have here a smaller flap with a photo mat attached to the inside. And then it opens, and here you have another space for photograph. So again, this represents your photograph, and measurements are in the tutorial. And here it's like you can see, and all these papers coordinates like really nicely on each flap. And this closes. Here on this page you have two flaps, and on the smaller flap is a frame for where you place your photo in the middle, and this opens to the side. And here is a smaller flap, and the add-on is attached on a flap. And look at this beautiful balloons with Eiffel Tower, and here is space for a photograph. And again, this paper is like 6x6 paper that is on 12x12 paper. And here, and this opens, and look at these papers. They're really, really nice. And this closes, and then this flap closes over add-on, and this small part of add-on will keep this flap closed. And on next page is another flap. This is another add-on that is attached onto what is this flap, and it opens. And look at that, you can journal here and place your photo here, and then you open this flap and you have space for your photograph. And here is, you have this photo mat that is attached to the inside of the flap. And look at this beautiful ephemera card. And this closes, and you can see this flap closes right next to the edge of the card, and this closes back. And the last page, here is smaller flap with a frame, and inside of the frame is this beautiful tag. And on the inside you have a photo mat. It's a mat with a tag, and you can place your photo here if you want to, or you can just leave it as it is. And here on the next flap you have photo mats from the inside and outside. So here on the inside you place photo here. Oh, and also here in the middle you have spaces for your photographs. And here you will see it's like the same as on the first page. These two photo mats are not attached together, so you can tuck your photo between both of them. And there you go, and this closes. And then you have here is the inside of back cover page. Here are two spaces for photographs, and this image, this border is cut out from, pay attention again, is cut out from one of the papers. And this is just border cut out from the paper. So that's all for today. Thank you for watching my video. I hope you liked my project, and I invite you again to my Etsy store. If you liked it, please subscribe, or you can leave a comment. I will answer your questions. And stay tuned, because my next project will be up very soon. And also I can tell you what I will create next, because I will be back with another simple project with these papers that are left. And next project after this one is done is gonna be made with Graphic 45 vintage Hollywood papers. That's all for today, and until next time, goodbye.